Strive for improvement, time for the blueprint. Minds to elevate, thrive, and demonstrate, planting a movement. Sow the seeds, educate the flourish, building up the team. Our network with purpose, industry is green. Only scratch the surface, know this calling is deep. Nobody gon' outwork us. Yeah, we chasing greatness, trying to give the code. Moving up with patience, foundation stone. Doing what it takes, we're here to break the mold. This for anyone who wanna level up. Let's grow.
What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Plant Movement Podcast. I'm your host, Willie Rodriguez, and as always, guys, we continue to bring you people that intertwine with our industry, and today we're bringing on someone that does welding, but not just regular welding. They bring art to the table. They bring years of experience to the table. Today we have Bryan Suarez with Toledo, right? Toledo Iron Works, guys. What's up, my bro? How are you, man? Thank you for coming, dude.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, sir. So basically today I want to give the guests just a little bit of background about yourself, how you got into doing this, because this is not something, this is like a blue collar thing, right? Which we don't go to school for. You can, but it's something that is, I hope, becomes more popular as time goes on, because we need more people that do this type of work, which I'm sure we'll get into when it comes to employees and stuff. But I just want to get a background on how you jumped into this industry, and then where your business is today, and what your niche is, and what you do, and what the listener on the other side can learn from what you do. So well, talk to us. How did you get into this?
Again, thank you so much for having me here. It's an honor to be here, to be able to talk with you and
yes, sir.
Compart and partake in this.
Yes.
I'm excited about it, so I'm going to get my jitters out a little bit early.
Bro. Scream.
Get it out. So how I got into this, I was basically born into it.
Okay.
This is a fourth generation.
Fourth generation.
We've been around since originally 1969 was the first.
Like business was created?
First business that my great grandfather came up with.
Okay.
In the metalwork industry, and then they officially incorporated in 1973.
Wow. And the same name?
Same name.
Wow.
So actually, we were originally we're still Toledo Doors Incorporated.
Okay.
Right? That's our parent company name. Mm-hmm. But we are DBA Toledo Iron Works.
Okay.
So
it's two different companies.
Well, no. Toledo Iron Works is the parent company is Toledo Doors.
Okay.
So we expanded into Toledo Iron Works in the 80s when we started doing a lot more work.
With your pops?
With my dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my dad took over and he ran the business and really expanded.
So third generation. Wait. So let's go back. So 1970, right?
My great-grandfather and grandfather. My grandfather pioneered it, and my great-grandfather was right there to help him out with the whole push and get everything started.
Father and son started it, and then your dad came in as the grandson.
As the grandson,
and then learned the business. And what did he bring to the table? He brought the Iron Works, and they switched things up.
He brought some crazy ambition.
Yeah.
Real crazy ambition. The business started very like, you remember those old burglar bars that they would put on the windows?
Okay, yes.
That's
how you know you're in a bad neighborhood.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So we used to do those very early on. Okay. And then my grandfather got into doors. And in
doors meaning like
front entry doors.
French, like gates. Gate
doors?
No,
front entry doors to the home. So
okay.
There was a good long time where in Miami you would see a lot of the doors with the lions on them.
Oh, yes.
So my grandfather was one of the pioneers of that.
I haven't seen those in years.
Yeah, there's only a handful left. I mean, you're talking 30, 40,
years
50
ago.
years,
Wow.
50-year-old doors.
So your grandfather was a pioneer in making those?
Yes.
Oh my
and
gosh.
The particular paint style that those doors had, which he called the tortoise shell. So like a tortoise,
okay.
And the shell of the tortoise is kind of like different colors, and
okay.
it was a
That's how. Oh wow! So even down to the color of them.
Oh yeah.
And those doors were made in metal, or those were
in metal, steel.
Wow, steel doors with
steel.
Wow,
in steel, and there's still some around today.
Oh wow!
Here
you guys service them at all?
We have. I actually have on my Instagram.
That's cool.
I have it on my Instagram. A lady reached out. I think it was like last year or 2 years ago, and she had the original receipt.
For real? Bro, I just got goosebumps.
Yeah. The original receipt, I went and met with her in person. I looked at the door. We helped her best we could to maintain everything.
It was wild.
Yeah, no, that was an awesome
experience.
That was an awesome experience because it really took me back.
You should buy the door off of her.
Yeah.
Is your grandfather around?
He's not anymore.
He's not. Yeah. So think about how special that door would be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So going back, I got into it. I was basically born into it. And, you know, I've done everything in the business from sweeping the floors. I would go in the summers, and that was my job. I had to sweep the floors and meet with the guys and kind of just, you know, mess around. And I was a kid just running around in a metal shop. So that
a kid running around a metal shop.
Yeah.
You don't see that anymore today.
No. We don't talk about those. We don't do that anymore.
The kids aren't allowed in the back. You can't pass the red line.
Hard hat, eyes,
yeah.
all the things now.
Yeah, exactly.
The different level now.
Yeah, us 90 boys, we got to live a wild life.
Oh yeah.
If there was video cameras back then.
That was a wild west back then.
Yes, it was. So now you guys are doing the same type of work, or other things have been integrated?
We have integrated. Okay. We've expanded. Really, my father got into the really custom ornamental part of the business, right?
Okay.
Where he started not just doing doors. My dad, he wanted to get away from the burglar bars. Okay. That was like a personal passion.
That actually
of his.
faded away too, right?
It did, but it gave him great pleasure to say, hey, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Because now I do this. To him, it was a thing. It was a real thing.
It. That's tough. A lot of us deal with that. You know, going from what we know to now going into something completely different is tough for us to swallow. You know, it's tough.
Well, his ambition was I don't want to do that anymore because everybody else does that. I want to do something better. Different. I want to do something more. I want to be better. I want to be bigger.
That's awesome.
So he took that and he started making curved staircases, hand forged, literally hand forged.
For real?
And made that, like, I mean, all of our scrolls.
Handmade staircases.
Yeah. And hand forges.
For the high-end clients.
You know how they used to do the old blacksmithing where you put the steel and hammer it and the whole thing. That's how we still do our scroll work. When we have projects that require scroll work, we do them hand forged. Hand forged in the shop.
So nothing is the same.
No, they're all different. Every single scroll is different.
Every 2 inches is different.
Every single scroll is 2 inch is different.
It's different.
Yeah.
Wow. So you guys have guys that work with that.
Yeah, they're artisans. They're artisans. That's what they are.
We should have done this podcast right next to that machine.
No. What's awesome is that you even flow with that with your logo. Yeah. I love how it has that old school like artisan.
Thank you. Yeah.
Tell us about your logo. So you said Toledo was it represents something way back in the day.
Yeah. So Toledo, the inspiration of the company name comes from Toledo, Spain.
And this is the same name, 4 generations.
Oh yeah, Toledo Doors. Like I said, is the because he used to do doors specifically, and when he first started, and got into the burglar bars and the other things. And then we expanded into railings and gates and pergolas and gazebos and all the kinds of things that sort of integrate us together. Yes. And all of those things really didn't sit under the umbrella of Toledo Doors anymore. So we became Toledo Iron Works.
Nice.
And
that has a masculine sound.
Has more encompassing.
Yes. A strong name. I love that. So the Toledo is from Spain. From
Spain, and it has real. The inspiration was, the armor was hand forged, the swords were hand forged. There was a lot of ties to wrought iron from Toledo, Spain, and Spain in general. So one of the flags on here is Spain. Okay. The other one is Italy because of the influence from Italy as well.
Okay. But you're not from Italy or from Spain?
No, we have old family ties from Spain.
Okay.
So Cuba and then Spain.
Okay.
And so there's the Spanish flag, the Italian flag. There's the anvil. There's the hammers and then the lions.
Wow.
And I mean, it's
beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you.
So now your dad got it. He got inspired to open it up, create more, opportunity by doing other services and other type of metalwork. And then now you're a grown man. How old are you now?
I'm 40.
You're 40. So you're a grown boy. You're not that little boy running around anymore. So now what has changed since you have come on? Or what have you taken on as your role versus what your dad does? Because I'm sure you guys don't intertwine with each other.
No. So my dad is, he's retired now. And,
he's retired.
And we talk all the time. And sometimes he comes to the shop because he can't stay away either. So he comes back. And it brings him back.
He needs to smell that iron.
Yeah, for sure. So now what we do is he created a tremendous name for us in the industry. And the experience and history that my grandfather established early on gave us a really strong foundation for high-end, for luxury.
Okay.
And a lot of what we do nowadays is the real high-end luxury market.
Okay.
That's typically the area that we operate in, new construction homes, where they have all new interior, exterior finishes, landscaping finishes, custom homes.
Yeah, you're not working with Lennar.
Yeah, no, we try to stay more sort of, no. We're not in the mass production side of it. We've dabbled a little bit in some spec homes, some quantity spec homes, I guess, but we try to not.
Builder doing 10 homes or 5 homes.
Yeah, and they're a little bit more specialized. They're semi-spec.
That's still custom home.
They're more custom because by the time that the they're getting to the point of finishes, which is where we come in. They typically are trying to sell those homes. So the new homeowners come in with ideas, and we try to work with the builder to build value to those things, right? So they may want to upgrade their fencing, their front driveway gates, their whatever it is.
Okay, but you guys don't do just, let's say, not everything's done by hand. You also do aluminum fencing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So you guys don't just work with steel. You also work with aluminum and other metals.
Oh, yeah.
And then the pergolas, you showed me a picture of what was it, a landscape architect? What was his name?
Fernando Wong.
Fernando Wong. You got to work with Fernando Wong on one of his projects. And what did you guys build for him?
Oh, Fernando Wong is great. Their team is great also. I mean, fantastic guys to work with. We had the opportunity to build 2 custom gazebos for beautiful home here down in Miami. I mean, there were 2. They look very similar, but they're each one of a kind in that they are made by hand because the details of them and how they are crafted and put together, they look the same, but they have their little nuanced differences. And I mean, it just elevates this whole exterior space really beyond what.
And he's a landscape architect?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, outdoor living.
So they spec that in and they reached out to you, and then from there you got drawings. And you guys
have
a whole team?
We worked hand in hand to develop those drawings. We have draftsmen in-house and third-party engineers that check everything that we do and
make sure it's going to make it.
And make sure it's going to survive all the category, hurricanes, the hurricanes that we can. We try to engineer as smart and as strong as possible to ensure sustainability.
Okay, and that gazebo was aluminum or was it steel?
Was aluminum.
It was aluminum. And did it end up getting powder coated?
We ended up treating it with, it's called electrostatic paint.
So it's like a powder coat?
It's sort of like a powder coat. You basically electrically charge the metal, right? Okay. And then the gun that paints it shoots the opposite charge that the metal has. So it really attracts the paint.
That's how powder coating is.
But powder coating is very similar. Not exactly the same. The only thing is that powder coating is a dry process. The electrostatic is a wet process. Oh, okay. And the powder coat requires one extra step, which is putting it into like an oven. And then once it goes into the oven, that powder bakes on. So it's powder coated there. And that provides superior durability. And I mean, they have up to 25 years warranties now. It's pretty wild.
So you guys work with local powder coat shops and other shops that paint.
We do.
And that one piece, you guys, you were telling me that you had to take it in pieces over there and build it. So you don't just make it, you also install it.
Yeah.
And you guys do all the installation of everything you create.
We do. Okay. We do. We get the equipment that we need. We hoist it in place or coordinate cranes. I mean, we work with our clients based on site conditions, what we have to do to get the job done, right? We try to be very upfront about it. I like to think about all those things as we're talking about the project in the very early stages. Execution, right? So we're thinking, what are all of the speed bumps we can have so we can try to smooth them out before
they show up.
What I hate are change orders late in the game because nobody thought of something. If I'm the professional, you're coming to me with the trust to be honest and say all of those things. So we would like to be upfront about it. There's other guys out there that they're like, I could do it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
And they don't ask you a question.
They don't ask any questions. Yeah. And then you get there and it's like, well, how are we going to do this? And then they're scratching their heads. They're looking at you.
No, man, listen. You just the fact that you work with who you work with screams the attention to detail on execution. You know, anybody that is top tier, you want to work with top tier, that's what it comes down to. Yeah. Do you know the hurdles, right? Because that's how you could charge more. And it's not just charge more, it's just this is what it costs, you know? Do you know the hurdles that are going to happen? can you flatten them out before they even show up?
Yeah.
And all of that streamline, that right there is what brings a lot of value in the high-end market.
You know, one of the biggest things that I see is, and I think that a lot of my customers really appreciate that, is because I tell a lot of my clients, like, hey, I'm not the cheapest guy.
Yeah.
I don't pretend to be the cheapest guy. As a matter of fact, if you want cheap, there's plenty of guys out there that will be cheap. We provide value, we provide accountability, and communication. And we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. My team's not perfect, but we will be there.
We'll fix
and
it.
we will fix a problem. We will take care of an issue. We'll give a credit if we need to give a credit. We take responsibility for our things. And I think that is one of the biggest peace of mind that I can offer my clients, is that they know that we're going to be there. They know that we're going to try to solve anything that we either didn't foresee or something that just, hey, this happened.
You're a part of the team.
Yes.
Until the end.
Yeah.
And that right there is not easy to find. And when you do find it, you got to pay for it. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys, what I like about you guys, because I've reached out to different people who do metal work and stuff. Not everyone installs, especially when you get into that custom, like handcrafted stuff. Some of these guys don't install. They'll make it for you, but then that's it. Now you got to find somebody to install, to transport, to do it all. These guys take care of all of that, from even going to where it's going to be installed and, mapping everything out, everything, measuring everything.
Absolutely. We take all our own field dimensions.
Everything.
We go out, we take pictures. I mean, the team has, we document everything. So we use this great company. It's called Company Cam.
Oh, you guys use Company Cam?
We use Company Cam.
How do you like Company Cam? Because I've seen they've popped up a lot on different sponsored ads.
Love it.
Yeah.
I saw it also through the sponsored ads.
Okay.
And actually, my brother-in-law told me that he used it in a previous company that he worked at, and that it worked great.
This is so Company Cam. Not to make this about Company Cam.
Company Cam, shout out.
Company Cam, shout out. But just real quick, that's a system that allows you guys to take pictures of different job sites and basically intertwine everyone that is a part of the job.
Yeah. So basically, my installation crews have their profiles. At the end of every day, they load pictures of everything that they've done, or they document if they're welding or they're doing things on site that we want to have documentation of how we did, what we did, whatever. We load it there. Okay. It's time-stamped. It's geotagged. So you know exactly when it was taken and where it was taken.
Who took it
and who took it. So I have a complete register of what we've done in the project. Not only do my installers have it, but we also use it inside the office. And the guys in production will be taking pictures of things as they're being made. So if we need to give progress reports,
you can send it right there.
We can send it right from there.
The secretary
we could share. We could share the gallery to the clients.
Wow!
And they see. I mean, it's great.
Company,
it's great.
What did you guys use prior?
We didn't.
Nothing.
We had WhatsApp.
A group chat.
A group chat I have group chats for everybody. Anybody that knows me knows I have group chats.
What does Company Cam cost? You don't know.
That's a question for accounting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably a couple $100.
Yeah, I know.
QuickBooks does a lot of stuff for like us on our end, and it's like a couple $100. It's probably a couple $100.
Yeah, it's a subscription base. I know that, and you pay per user. So we have at least 6-7 users.
No, but that's good because it keeps everyone intertwined on the job and what's going on and where and everything. So anybody can grab.
We have when we have to do punch outs and stuff like that, you can tag different people in the comments, and I mean it's
very detailed.
It's very detailed. It has a lot of pros and like little widgets and things that you can use. We use probably like tip of the iceberg.
Well, for anybody listening that has multiple people touching different things, that you got to be calling them, going back and forth, seeing what they did. Hey, send me a picture. And you are on that group chat thing. Check out Company Cam, because there are apps out there that can really simplify and everything you got going on and make everything a lot better for you.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things you guys offer today? What are all the different things, and what is your niche? What is the one thing you do, your forte, but what are the things you offer right now?
Really, Willie, what we offer is a turnkey. Really, like our strongest area of performance is turnkey metalwork solutions for new construction.
Okay.
So that's going to include I typically will be taking on new construction projects that have driveway gates, perimeter fencing, gazebos, trellises, interior stairs, exterior stairs, the structures, if they're curved, if they're straight, whatever that is, the railings that go around the home, and any other little miscellaneous metalwork.
Do you guys do any gutters, like the copper gutters?
No, we don't do the gutters or like sheet metal work, things like that. We don't really get into.
Okay.
Like HVAC stuff, we don't really get into that.
One thing I do like that you said is trellises, because that touches our industry big time.
Oh yeah.
We grow a lot of vines, and we sell a lot of vine plants that, you know, these designers come up with these beautiful ideas, and people like yourselves are the ones that can go and actually create something that's different than what is sold in like mass produced.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of things that can be bolted to the wall. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's like studs that are going to the wall, and then there's cables.
The cables, yep.
The cables. So that's a great idea. But for someone that wants custom, that you don't want what everyone else has, and you want something different, especially a designer, high-end designer, you guys that have very creative minds, you can come up with these crazy things, and someone like him can build this for you for that special client. And now you're doing something that no one has. It's one-off, and you can really, you know, the sky's the limit.
Oh yeah.
And that's what's cool about working with you guys.
Willie, it's funny you say that, because I just came from a client's house last week that we're going to be doing. We did his original house, right? When it was first under construction, and then he's done some other things after the fact, about a year, 2 years later. So we did a trellis for his backyard. He put, and I hadn't seen the installation of it. I just, you know, it was like another part of the project, and I had never seen the installation. My team got it done, came out great, whatever.
Okay, so it was done. You didn't see it.
I didn't even see it. Client called me recently. We're going to be doing some more work for him in the front gates. He wants to change out some things, make it look a little bit nicer. So we're changing out some old wood that he has for some new aluminum that looks like wood. We'll get into that in a little bit if you'd like.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, do you mind if I go and look at the trellis? I never saw it. He's like, yeah, walk around the back. Don't worry about it. Okay, I went back. Man, vines growing everywhere. The awesome thing is that trellis, he even envisioned it, or maybe his designer envisioned it. I'm not sure. But we did it in a wood grain aluminum.
Wood grain aluminum.
Wood grain aluminum.
What is that, like a sticker?
It looks like this.
Oh, it's etched?
It's etched.
So it's aluminum that's etched like wood?
It's actually a laminate that goes over the wood profile, the aluminum wood profile, and has superior paint and corrosion resistance. So it's very, very good against the elements. Lasts a long time, and it looks amazing. It looks amazing.
So it's aluminum, and then it's covered with laminate.
With a laminate that makes it look like wood, and it even feels like wood. It's not just smooth like this table. It's smooth. That has ridges and
it has texture
and knots, and it's amazing. It's amazing.
So it looks like wood.
It looks amazing. It looks amazing.
Okay. So that's something that you guys offer,
and
that's something you guys did in house.
We work with a third-party vendor that has proprietary machinery that provides those products.
Wow, but think about that. How is that? That's cut in little long pieces? Because I don't know how the trellis was. And then you guys got to glue it all on?
Yeah, I'll get you guys some pictures so you can put that on there. But yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it's something that the material itself comes with sort of those that texture. I mean, it's made specifically for that. And like everything in our world, right? There's different grades and varieties and quality style. Being who we are, we try to always push the limit, and we say, hey, if money's not an issue, then what do we want to do? Well, I want to offer the best. I want to offer the best.
Yeah, put me to the test.
Yeah. So we offer the best one. There's other cheaper versions out of it, but to me, it looks like, like those, if you go to Windows and you just copy and paste something like a pattern like that.
It looks fake.
That's what it looks like. So on these beautiful homes that they've spent millions of dollars on, I want to offer the best. So I show it. I show it. And
how many guys are working with you?
I have 28 guys working with me.
28 guys.
28 people.
And you have
girls and
boys. And what? How do you have them sectioned off? You have crews that go out, welders that go do service calls.
Yep. I have my fabricators. I have my grinders. I have my sort of miscellaneous guys that receive materials, dispatch materials, cut materials, sort of move things around the shop. I have my draftsmen in the office and project managers, my girls in accounting, estimating and sales. So we have a team in north, from Palm Beach, probably about Hobe Sound, all the way down to Fort Lauderdale. And then another team that's like the South End team. And then we service from Fort Lauderdale down through the Keys and into the Caribbean.
And you have one home base?
One home base.
One home base.
One
so you
home
have a
base.
big warehouse.
25,000 square feet approximately.
That's a good one. That's a good size.
Yeah.
So you guys are doing all that. What has been, because you're fourth generation.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've had conversations with people that I'm fourth generation as well, business minded, okay, generation. So I say, someone called me out one day and said, man, you speak like if you're very old, and it comes from the wisdom that's been passed down. Same thing with you. You have things that you don't understand or you don't notice that you do or you talk about, but it's because you've learned from generations of knowledge, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, because you think about it. So what has been one of the toughest things for you to overcome to become not just a boss, but like a leader, that these people come every day and, you know, duke it out for the company, for what the company stands for? What has been one of those toughest things for you? Because there's a lot of second, third generation people in our industry that, you know, they have to overcome all these different things to be able to come somebody.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would say one of the most difficult things was for me in my early 20s, I want to say mid to late 20s, early 30s, really sort of getting into a stronger role within the company and started to get more leadership role. Sort of catapulted me. When I took over the company, and we could get into that later, I guess. When I took over the company, I kind of was catapulted into the position. And there was a sort of a profound epiphany that I had to wrap my mind around, is that these people are going to depend on me to lead them forward. So it really caused me to think about things before reacting to things. I was a little bit more of a hothead when I was younger. So I was a little bit more impulsive. I learned to take a step back because my words have a lot more weight, right? So families depend on me ultimately to lead this team, so that I can pay these people to do their jobs, and that it's just it's a family that has to take care of itself, right? Like a work family. And if I'm leading this work family, I need to be level-headed. I need to be able to make smart decisions, calculated decisions that are going to be good for all of us in general. It took a little bit to calm the hot-headedness that sometimes still takes over, but certainly try to be as level-headed as possible. And you know, in construction, there's always it's not if things are going to go wrong or sideways, it's when. And you need to be able to have the temperament to analyze, calmly execute what you need to do.
Who brought that to the surface?
Oh man,
in your life, who held you accountable?
My grandfather really instilled a lot.
He called you out on your hot-headedness.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what we need. We need someone to hold us accountable. Because we don't see our flaws. A lot of us don't see our flaws. So we gotta, you know, get smacked a little bit to then be like, oh yeah, you're right.
No. There's several different aspects of my life that have really pulled me in those right directions. Pillars in your life, you know. My mom has always been a constant strength that I can depend on and just sort of lean on and vent and let things out. And that was really important for me.
Awesome.
And I mean, her temperament is just,
on another level.
On another level of, thank God, because when I was younger, my God, just, I don't even know how.
So, but that's good, man. You know, I'm asking you these questions because there's, in our industry, about 75% of the business owners that have plant nurseries, they're all over 50 or even older. So a lot of their kids, let's say 50% of them have kids invested into the industry, like into the business. Not all of them are going to take it over. And not all of them want to take it over in a way like you are doing. So that's why I ask you these questions, because I want this to resonate with the guy on the other side in a way that you can do it. There's a lot to overcome, but at the end of the day, you become a better man. You know, look, you go to the gym, you know, you're a father, you get to do all these different things and wear all these different hats. That it's not easy, you know, and we have to overcome a lot to be able to get to this place, but it is very doable, you know, and I don't want people on the other side to get discouraged. You know, you think about what your generations prior have built, And it's a privilege to be able to grab that staff and that sword, you know,
Yeah.
for real. It definitely is. And to keep on going and chugging away with it, making it better. Like, you're a part of what your great grandfather, you know, established and decided. He looked outside and said, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And look, I'm getting goosebumps, bro.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you make that decision every day, man, that goes back 50 years, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's big, man.
No, that's
It's
huge.
big.
That's huge. And I mean, to the young entrepreneurs, to the second, third generations, I say go at it and take listen, I still butt heads hard with my father because that he has his ways. Yeah, he has his ways of seeing things. And even though I do butt heads with him for certain things, I talk to my dad almost every other day or every day. You'll
fight, and by 11:45, he's like, "Where you want to go have lunch?"
Exactly. It's a wild thing. It's a wild dynamic. And what I always wanted to keep, or what I've wanted to maintain, is his perspective. I wanted to stay grounded with his old school perspective, not dated or not any. It's just different. It's old school. It's honest. I integrate technology. I'm very sort of techie. I like computer, I like database, I like
quicker, it's
data.
Efficiency.
Right. It comes with its own difficulties and pros and cons, right? But to those entrepreneurs, to those young guys, take what your father has built, your fathers, your parents, and harness that into something new. Shift certain things and use your strengths, your new young blood to make things better. To adjust.
But it's just hard convincing them to accept new technology sometimes.
And that's when you take the bull by the horns. That's when you take the bull by the horns and you start doing it. And
that was my next question.
And when I was young, in my 20s, one of the biggest ways that I impacted the business was I was very into Photoshop and sort of marketing and multimedia.
Okay.
And when I was in the company, my dad one day, he's like, "Hey, you could do that?" I'm like, "Yeah." We stayed there until 2 or 3 in the morning designing ads in Photoshop.
That's fun.
No, and I just looked at your guys' page. I love the way you guys have it set up.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. I love that, how you said we're back into Instagram.
Yeah.
And then above it, all you see is, the layout. It's beautiful because you see what you guys actually do.
Thank you.
And when anybody visits the page, they see your portfolio in a different way.
This IG?
Yeah, his IG is beautiful. Just check it out, Iron Works. Well, what is Toledo Iron Works?
It's Toledo_Iron_Works.
Yeah, it'll be in the description, guys.
Yeah. And that's it, man. My dad never thought that I had that talent or whatever, that technology aspect, right? I brought that into the company, and we ran with it. And then little by little, I just started doing things. My dad never liked to do glass railings. I'm like, "Pop, let's do glass railings." The architecture's shifting. There was a shift in the market, and the whole went from Mediterranean style homes to more modern.
You got to keep up with the times.
You got to keep up with the times. Yeah. So that was one of the things. I was like, "Papa, why don't we do glass railings? Why don't we do glass railings?" And I was kind of always like, "Let's do glass railings. Let's do glass railings." And he's like, "Ah." So I kept pushing, and finally we got a job because I was in sales.
Nice.
So you know what I did? I priced it out.
You said yes.
I priced it out myself. I figured it out. I think we lost money.
That's fine. It's your first one, man.
It was my first one.
If you make money on the first one, bro, you normally never do.
So we did it, and that's it. The genie was out the bottle, and from there on, we started integrating glass railings and super modern styles.
So you do that too,
and we do that as well. We do those amazing interior stairs that you see with LED lights, wood treads, steel, glass.
You guys do all of that?
We do all of that.
Wow.
All of that.
You didn't say you did that earlier.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah.
You pulled that one out of the rabbit hat.
Yeah.
No, but there's so many things. That's another thing for you guys listening. You have to go with the trends. In our industry, it's what plant is popular, what plant is hot, and you gotta understand when a hurricane comes, okay, and bashes through Florida, everything native that grows in Florida is what's going to be in demand. Everything that is salt tolerant is going to be in demand.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's not going to be in demand forever, because if there's no hurricane for another 5 years, then you're going to have a drought. You're going to have too much of that inventory if you stay with the same numbers.
Right.
So it's the same if you were to tie it back into what we do as plant growers.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting, man, and thank you for sharing that information.
No,
because
and also with that being said, I'm so sorry for cutting you
you're
off.
good,
But if
you're
you're a landscaper too, if you're a landscaper listening, you know, you got to keep up with the new trends. If it's more simple or if it's more tropical or
everything.
Yeah.
So it just
There's
it ties in with that as
landscapers.
well.
There's landscapers that like Birdie, like Birdie from Boca Landscape Design. Alberti. Oh no, we call him Birdie over here. He told us on the first episode that he did with us that he did a entire artificial landscape, which is not what we want to hear, right?
Yeah.
But think about that. You're a landscaper, you love plants, and you get called for an artificial thing, and you get the opportunity to charge people $5,000. You need to make the rent this month. What are you going to tell them? No? You're going to say, all right, well, let's go. Thank you, Lord. And you're going to go and you're going to buy artificial plants. You're going to duke it out, and you're going to figure it out. It's the same concept. It's go with what's hot.
100%.
You know, go with what's hot and what you can create opportunities in.
100%. And even in situations like that, you may that same person may be like, hey, this part here would look awesome with artificial grass, but how about we put like a beautiful
plant or whatever
plant in the middle? It's really colorful or whatever. Goes with the theme of the house, and really sort of you create this focal point and you really sell that
Like a
focal
highlight.
point,
Yeah.
right?
Like a
Like a
highlight.
highlight.
Yeah.
You want to create an experience walking by this area. So the artificial is just that's just there, but it's drawing your eye to your focal point. And I'm all about experiences, man.
No,
Experiences and seeing things, and really you can create so many experiences through landscape, through metal.
Well, think about, like, we've been to a lot of high-end homes where our customers work at. And these guys have doors to get into the foyer of the house before you get to the grand entrance of the home.
Sure.
And it is a beautiful iron gate door that's massive. It'll be 14 feet tall.
With archways and
beautiful.
things like that. Yeah.
So when you walk up to this, you're like, Lord, I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
And it is an experience.
No, like he was saying too, the spiral staircase. Like if you're bringing like the highlight to this house, like this new modern house, and like one of your staircases that you guys could design, it's so custom and so
beautiful,
unique. It's like
it's art. No, you think about high ceilings. You walk into the home, they got 30-foot ceilings in the foyer, and you have this beautiful staircase that goes up. That's handcrafted. That you see with a huge chandelier and all these other things.
Willie, it becomes a sculpture. It becomes a functional sculpture.
Yeah,
those are experiences that you are living in. That when these people have these parties, these fundraisers, these galas, these things, those are experiences.
They are.
You have some decorations, but man, your eyes are drawn to these things that were made, sculptures by hand, by landscaping, by things that were put together by man. Right. These things are made, and they really do provide an experience that you're like, wow.
That's a great way to put it.
It's insane. It's insane. One thing that we ask everybody: what do you see for the future of your industry?
The future of my industry,
you see tech being more involved?
I certainly see tech more involved. I mean, we're introducing tech.
But like let's say robotics tech?
There's robotics now that exist and have existed. With our particular niche, it's a little difficult. That's why it's just difficult, because we're designing things from people's imaginations. That's what our biggest, at least for me, that's what excites me most.
Okay.
Right? I can't charge for a straight, simple back of warehouse staircase.
Yeah, you'll be in with everyone else.
Yeah,
what everyone else is doing.
anybody can cut that. Anybody can do that with a welding machine. But what I want is the unique, the really difficult things to do, the things that are going to be like, wow, man, you did that.
There's no machines that replace a human.
There's no way.
None of that.
There's no way.
Okay.
I mean, at least not that I've seen.
How's labor in you guys' niche and what you guys do?
Sometimes it's easier to find guys than others. It's very difficult to find metal finishers. Nobody goes to school and says, hey, or like guys that do body work on cars and finishing like that. That there's not a whole lot of guys that are in line to do that.
That industry is dying off too.
Yeah,
I was talking to a buddy of mine about the paint industry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to get into
think
that.
about all blue collar, all craftsmen.
Of course.
They're having so much trouble finding people that actually go and want to become like, let's say auto painters, that it's becoming it's closing off. Yeah. And it's so scary. You know, it's like, because my boy's been doing it since he was young, and he's a older man. He's in the 60s, and he's like, I cannot find somebody to replace me.
Oh, it's very difficult. Yeah. It's very difficult to find some.
So an ironwork, even less.
Yeah, could you imagine
a craftsman banging metal out there?
Right.
Yeah, there's not a big line for that.
People want to do less these days.
People want to do less. No, and also they want to become owners. They want to be the boss. You know,
they don't want to know. They don't want to start from the beginning. They don't want to start from the.
Which being a boss is not what it is. You know, if you like working with your hands, don't be a boss, because you ain't gonna work with your hands.
No.
Well, you could be a boss, but just
you're not gonna work the same.
It's not.
Your mind's gonna be in 7,000 places. You're not gonna be there. You might be there for a little bit, but it's unrealistic.
Yeah.
You know, you can work for somebody and say, hey, look, this is who I am. This is what I do, and this is what I gotta get paid. You know, and that's what it is. Yep. I'm sure there's guys that they make decent money.
Yeah, of course.
They make good money doing what they do.
Of course.
So, you know, for you guys thinking about that, Another thing, what do you see that's lacking in your side of the industry?
Lacking in the industry.
Yeah, something you wish you had that doesn't exist, or more of.
Oh man.
It could be awareness. It could be tools. It could be anything.
I don't know. I think education is huge, right? Okay. Just general public knowledge of what we do, how we do it, the different things that are available out there. Sometimes you don't know, you know,
that even exists.
That things even exist, because you just you don't know. You don't know what you don't know, right? So it's tough to ask questions that you don't even know.
Okay.
So I think some general information, having better resources out here for the people in our industry, I think would be a huge opportunity.
Are there any seminars or, like, let's say school events that you guys do with youth, with kids, to get them enticed with that? Because I know if my son saw sparks and banging metal, bro, he's there. He's there.
Yeah,
he's at that class. For real? He's like, yes, Dad, I want to go. So
I want to see the fire.
Have you guys ever done anything like that?
You know, we've done educational things with like sort of like a family day type thing at the company, but never so much like a broader audience of education and things like that. I guess maybe just we could plan that better. Even just think about it, maybe like a little bit of liability, trepidation there.
Yeah,
but
I get you. But even showing, look, if anyone's
Sparks idea,
look, if anybody,
sparks are sparks.
If anybody is listening, that you yourself or you know somebody that puts things together for the kids or youth, even teenagers. Look, we can all get together and we can educate so many different kids on what is really out there. Because, you know, you ask a kid, what do you want to be? I want to be a police officer. I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a scuba diver. I want to be cool. But there's a lot more to just that. And, you know, there's a lot more to
Wait, do they
everything.
Still do, like, bring your parents to school day?
They still do.
Like, Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
This actually Thursday, it's culture. It's culture month or culture week at school. And one of my kids' classes is Cuba. So I'm going I play percussion instruments, all the Spanish instruments. So I'm going to go show them a video of how salsa was invented. And then from there, I'm going to have all the instruments there. I'm going to play for them. My dad's going to go.
We're going to do an episode in the future. That's just Willie playing his...
Yeah, me playing instruments.
I like that. I'm going to be in the background of that one.
That'll be the outro. That'll be the outro. But yeah, so I'm going to do something like that. And I have done things with kids where I take little baby plants called liners. And I'll take pots, I'll take fertilizer and soil. And with a couple hundred kids... This was when my kids were in daycare. It was like a learning center daycare, 3, 4, 5-year-olds. We had a bunch. There was like 400 of them.
Oh, wow.
And all of them were planting plants, and they all got dirty, and they all had dirt under their nails.
And they loved it.
I was like, oh, man, they loved it. And some of the kids, guess what? Some of the kids, years later, some of those kids ended up going to the same school that my kids go to now. And guess what they remember me as? The plant guy.
The plant guy.
Yeah. You're the guy with the plant. I remember you. And they remember me. So it does make an impact, even though we think it might not. Because it's something common, right? Our trade, our day, for us, it's common.
Yeah.
You know, what I do is common to me. It's common out here where I'm at.
Right.
For you, it's common where you're at and what you do and what you are. But from the outside world, it blows people's minds that these type of things even exist.
And generate money.
Yeah, and generate a lot of money.
It's perspective, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's all different perspectives. Me seeing here, you having me here in your nursery, man, this is awesome. I see it. I'm walking around. I'm like, no, I'll wait outside. I want to walk around and see everything.
And that's how I would be if I went to your spot.
Absolutely, right? And I don't even think about it. I just walked right through.
Yeah, of course.
You came in, parked right away, bye, on the phone, doing this, doing that. I mean, that's just, we get into our routines, but perspectives are so important, right? Like what you're saying with the kids, the guy, they remember you as the plant guy. That's awesome. You never would, you know.
I know. But for you guys listening, now you know that there is custom metalwork available and out there. And it does still exist. It's not just a blacksmith from when you go to St. Augustine and you take the little tour.
And it's available. Yeah. And it's available.
It's available. It's here. It's real. You know, you guys are trying to level up. You're trying to offer something different to your client. Exactly. You know, you can imagine you take him to reach out to your client and he gives that, just that icing on the cake service, and it levels you up big time, you know, and it exists. So, you know, I don't know. I can't wait to supply plants for one of the trellises you make for one of our clients.
Absolutely.
I'm going to put that into the air so we can go. I would love to do content on it and just film it and the whole line.
I see it happening real soon.
Yeah.
I see it happening real soon.
You have anything else you want to say, bro? We're going to finish it off.
You know
thank you so much again. It's been an honor, man. It's been an honor to be here with you.
Yeah, thank you. Likewise, man. Thank you for coming and giving us just all the info and just everything that you do and how you got to the position you're at today. Guys, you already know. God bless you. We love you. Stay tuned for the next one. It's going to be fire. And let's grow, baby. All his info's in the bottom in the description, all right? If you're watching it or listening to it.
Strive for improvement. Let's grow. Time for the blueprint. Minds to elevate, thrive, and demonstrate, planting a movement. Sow the seeds, educate the flourish, building up the team. Our network with purpose. Industry is green, only scratch the surface. Know this call is deep, nobody gon' outwork us. Yeah, we chasing greatness, trying to give the code. Moving up with patience, foundation stone. Doing what it takes, we're here to break the mold. This for anyone who wanna level up. Let's grow.